What's up, everybody? Welcome back. This is JR with the JR Wisdom channel. Once again, I appreciate you guys for tuning in. If this is your first time checking out my channel, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button along with the bell. That way you receive all the notifications for all of my future videos that have content like this. Today we are in the heart of Sosua, and I got my man King Lockett out here, the King Lockett Experience. We chopped it up on the beach earlier, but I'm just doing this obviously to continue the conversation that we had. We will give you the Reader's Digest real quick. We out here in front of his club. What is it, the Brooklyn Bridge?
Yeah, it's the Brooklyn Bridge Restaurant, Bar and Grill. So it's sort of like a disco vibe and a restaurant vibe. So yeah, that's what's going on here in Sosua.
Yeah, and I'm sorry I didn't introduce him before I asked that question, but like I said, this is King Lockett, man. He's a fellow YouTuber, man, from ATL. He's a serial entrepreneur out here. Got the King Lockett Experience. Y'all see it right there. The
Braves Championship.
Already. With that being said, man, just tell us a little bit about yourself, King Lockett, other than what I might have missed.
Okay,
just now.
Okay. First of all, you can follow me on YouTube at King Lockett. Just type in King Lockett in the search engine, and it should pop up. Make sure you subscribe and show some love and follow my story. Like you said, we're in the heart of Sosua, and this is where it all go down there. This is considered the man's Candyland. Now, what drove me here to Sosua? What drove me here to Sosua was I've been through a lot of challenges in life, you know, going to prison for 10 years and all of that good stuff, and found my way out of prison successfully. And then when I came home, I jumped straight into the business world, in the entrepreneur world, and here I am now. I came out here to extort the land, not the people, you know, and utilize my US dollar here in order to get euros, Canadian dollars, pesos, and everything. So now receiving all of those, and so this is where we at now, just having a good time. Just got a new restaurant and bar that's opening. Actually, it opens in 10 days.
Facts.
In exactly 10 days, it's big business here. We have a nice VIP area. So when you guys traveling and visiting, make sure you check in with me. Even if your family members visiting, I'll make sure they're okay. And he mentioned earlier the King Lockett Experience. The YouTube started by mistake. I didn't grow up to be a YouTuber. It kind of happened. I was visiting this country, and I was going on all type of adventures outside of the tourist area. I was going deep into the culture alone. I didn't know Spanish. I think the only thing I knew was hola. I didn't know como estás and todo bien. I didn't know none of that. Right now, I'm kind of 46 at it, you know.
Yeah.
So with 40 being the low end,
right.
So I could defend myself very well. But at this point, I didn't know nobody. I didn't know any Spanish. But I would come, I would visit, and I would go into the culture. I would go into the local communities. I would find myself in caves, beautiful waterfalls, beautiful river bathing, beautiful situations. And somebody said, hey man, you need to start recording what you have going on, put it out there so everybody can see. So this is where we're at now. So that's how I ended up turning the camera on, and hey, this is what's going on.
How long you been out here, Lockett?
I've been out here now, I've been visiting for about right at 4 years, but I've been living here 2 years. I've been living here 2 years now, so yeah. Right. Came here with the intentions of real estate and Airbnb. This thing I know, 1 year turned into, 1 week turned into a few months.
Right.
A few months turned into a year. And here I am now, jumping into a whole nother world of business.
So name some other stuff you have going. So just so the brothers who don't think, this is a black man here in a foreign country in Sosua. Tell the brothers some of the other stuff you got going on other than your the new club you just started, the new restaurant you got going on.
We have actually a dating service. Quiet as kept. I'm responsible for like 3 marriages.
That's right.
From guys who travel here. They may want to meet a nice Latina. But you know, there's so many horror stories about these girls using men for their passports and visas and status in America. There's a lot going on with that. Also, it's just a treacherous game when you're hearing about all these horror stories. So what I did was, when I came here, I studied the culture, I studied the environment, and I figured out what was really going on. So then I started introducing real men that I can trust with real women,
right.
And they're actually, I guess you can call me the hitch around here sometimes, I guess.
Yeah.
And I say that jokingly. Also, the tourist business is big business. A lot of people are calling me to show them around, and either hire someone to show them around and give them the real, authentic culture here, instead of going into the resorts and going into the tourist attraction. You can do that in America. If you want to travel here and go to the resorts, you might as well do that in Miami.
Right.
Or do that in Florida somewhere, go to Vegas. But I try to give you another type of experience. Also real estate, into real estate. So I just want you guys to know that just because you've been in prison or just because you have family members that may have been in prison, because we all got somebody who's been in my shoes and been in prison, don't let that set you down, because I read every book when I was in there. I read every book that had something to do with self-rehabilitation, because we know prison is not rehabilitation no more. It's just a babysitter's club. So you have to go in there and influence your loved ones or influence yourself to do better. I read all the Warren Buffetts, the Donald Trumps, the Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki's, which I give a big salute to Robert Kiyosaki, because that's what changed my mind and built my financial IQ. So when I came home, I refused to work. I refused to work for another person, and I decided to just work for self. And ever since then, I started attracting people like me, and we started coming together, doing things together. So if anything you want to do abroad, you holler at me. I'm boots to ground out here, man. I can help you do it.
Right. So what would you recommend a man that his first time coming out, if you're thinking about coming out here, because I know you talk a lot about dudes need to get off their ass, get their passport, do all that. So if a brother, whether he just came home or he don't know what he want to do with his life, what would you recommend, like as far as him getting his ducks in order before he come here? What would you say he should do?
I think that, first of all, every man should be traveling, especially you young men. You young men out there, I think you need to be traveling. So yeah, first of all, get your passport. Motivate your younger men out there, your younger black men especially. Motivate them to get their passport. 21, 22 years old, start traveling. You know, they'll do something better than just killing each other in America, because America now looking like the living dead, the walking dead, you know, Hunger Games. They playing Hunger Games in America, you know. So these rappers doing all kind of crazy shit, man. So I encourage and motivate you guys to get your passports and just travel, whether it's here or anywhere else. Also, to prepare yourself for traveling, you know, of course you want to holler at talk to your boss or your superiors about receiving days off or whatever the case may be. You want to save some money. You want to book a reasonable flight that's reasonable for you. You want to get your passport first. Then you want to talk to someone like me. You can contact me. You subscribe to my YouTube channel. I usually give my Instagram and all of that. That way you can DM me and we can talk via phone or via video. Because that's how I like to do. I like to get in person with people who I'm motivating to travel, because I feel like I'm a bit responsible. So, and I can lead you along the way of, if it's your first time traveling, you may be a bit nervous and you may really want to experience what I'm talking about, the real culture. You know, you don't want to just go to a resort, sit on a resort like you're on a cruise ship, because you don't really experience the country that way. You only experience it in the resort, and everybody's targeting your pockets. Everything is higher than what it's supposed to be as far as economically. So if you really want to experience the culture, save money, y'all need to holler at me. Again, you can follow me on YouTube or subscribe to the YouTube channel at KingLockett.
All right, bro. Hey, I appreciate the information. Anything else you want to add before we get out of here? You know.
Yeah, man. Y'all stop killing each other so much out there, man. You know? And when you come out here, please, guys. I'm talking to the men. Now I do cater to women too. If women want to travel, I'm talking to the men right now. And I like to say shout out to Greg for this. Catch flights, not feelings, guys. So when you're traveling, don't wear love with your mind, not with your heart. You understand what I'm saying? So don't come out here and see all these beautiful women, and you fall all in love and stuff, and then you end up getting your heart crushed, man. So, hey, man, holla at me, man. Hey,
man, I appreciate you once again, man. We did the second one. Shout out to King Lockett. I'm gonna have all his stuff in the description below. You guys make sure you message him, you follow him, you subscribe to his channel and all that. You know, like, share, comment, and subscribe. For all you brothers out there sitting on the couch, get off that couch, contact this man immediately. You know what I'm saying? He's living proof of a man turning his life around, doing big things in just a matter of a couple years. You know what I'm saying? It didn't take him all his life to do it. You feel me? So with that being said,
no excuses, man, especially if you've been out here. I took a 10-year time out break. I guess it's another type of drive and ambition, you know, just knowing you got to start from bottom, knowing you got to get out of the mud. My whole life was inside of a box. Everything I owned was in a box. When I came home, I had a little trash bag with all my little materials that was in a box. And then right now, it done grew. So I like to give praises to the Most High for that as well.
Allahu Akbar. Hey, but with that being said, man, peace be upon you all. The mercy and blessings of the Almighty. I'm gonna catch you guys on the next one. I'm out of here. Peace. All right, we're gonna show y'all the little street. There we go. This is the little street there. Yeah. I already got the footage. Yeah, that's it right there. Y'all see it? Y'all see it right there? That's it. Y'all make sure y'all come out. I'm out.
It's God's beat maker.
And I don't know. I haven't put a light in the sky for the G's that done turn memory from go. Blessings we send to the ghetto youth them.